everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for coming back. So right now I'm going to be doing the my first time tag, and I got the questions on my computer right here, so I'm going to answer those questions. But I did get some questions that my followers on Instagram did ask me, because I did make an Insta video kind of like a while ago, and I asked you guys what questions you would like to hear, and so I am going to add those questions into this video. It's just a really great way to get to know me a little bit more, a little bit personal, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you do have any other questions that you'd like me to answer, because I might be doing another question and answer video pretty soon, just go ahead and ask that down below, and I'll definitely be sure to answer it for you guys. So the first question is, do you still talk to your first love? Now, I've only been in love once, and unfortunately we don't speak anymore. That kind of ties into a question that was asked by my subscribers, and it was, what's your first heartbreak? So my first heartbreak was with the person I was with for 4 years, my first love. And yeah, it just sucked. I was disrespected, I was cheated on, and it was just a really bad situation. So I don't speak to that person anymore, and that is my first heartbreak. So that is that question. The next one is, what was your first alcoholic drink? I'm pretty sure my first alcoholic drink was like a beer or like a Heineken, because like my brothers used to drink that back in the day. So, and one of my brothers used to like give me little sips of it. So I'm pretty sure it was like a Heineken. What was your first job? My first job, I think my first job was actually being a dental assistant at my orthodontist's office. I was a pretty good dental assistant, but I didn't like working, not because I didn't like working, but because I like to travel a lot, so having a job just really kind of got in the way of that. So that was my first job. I worked there for like 3 months, and that was pretty much it. So I was a dental assistant for a while. What was your first car? My first car is a Honda CR-V. It's been like passed down like from my sister to me, so that's my first car. Who was the first person to text you today? I have no idea. I left my phone in the other room, but I'm pretty sure it was my friend Ashton. He's awesome. So I'm pretty sure he texted me today. He was having a bit of a drunken night, so he texted me to apologize. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys. I guess it would be my first love. It's cheesy. It's corny. I know. Don't even ask. It's just like, it's that brief moment when like you wake up and you're just like, I wonder what that person's doing. Or like right before you go to bed, it's like, I wonder what that person's doing. I just always have that, just because I'm so used to it, because I don't want to talk about it. Alright, so the next question is, who was your first grade teacher? I honestly don't even know the name of my first grade teacher, because it was in Guyana when I went to school in first grade there. So I have no idea what her name is. I really don't. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? So I'm pretty sure I went to either New York, because I was born in Guyana, so the first plane ride I ever took was either to New York or to Canada, one of those, because I have a lot of family in Canada and I have a lot of family in New York. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? I think my first best friend was when I was in Guyana, and her name was Anita. And no, we don't talk. I have no idea where she is. I have no idea at all. So she was my best friend though. We were really cool. We ate lunch together and stuff. Where was your first sleepover? Sleepover. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even remember. I was never allowed to sleep over because my mom, she was too scared about those things. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. Who is the first person you talked to today? I talked to my sister because she was waking me up this morning, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, like, don't talk to me, like, leave me alone. Whose wedding were you in the first time? I think I was in my sister's wedding. My oldest sister, Ramona, I was in her wedding when I was like about 3 or 4 years old. What was the first thing you did this morning? The first thing I did this morning was I woke up and I went downstairs because my mom and my sister were going out, so I had to like look after my nephews by the time. I didn't even get to brush my teeth or anything, but my sister was just dropping my mom, so I just had to go be down there, and then I came upstairs and I went back to bed. Like, I didn't really got time for that. I was so tired. It was like, it wasn't even that early actually. It was like 11 o'clock, but I was just so tired. What was the first concert you ever went to? I've actually never been to a concert before, so that sucks. I really, really wanted to go to the Spice Girls concert, but I have no idea when that's going to come around again. Probably never. I don't know. But I would love to go to a Spice Girls concert, but I've never been to anything else. What were your first broken bones? I don't think I had a first broken bone, but my wrist did slip out when I was a baby, so like it slipped out of the socket. So it wasn't a broken bone, so I've never had a broken bone before, but my wrist did slip out of its socket. My first piercing was my ears. The first foreign country you've gone to, so maybe I would say Trinidad is a foreign country. I don't know. I guess that's the first one, because I mean, it's not really, like, I wouldn't know what you would consider foreign, because I was born in Guyana and I went to New York and I went to Canada. Are those foreign countries, or is it like an actual country? Because if it's an actual country, I guess it would have to be Trinidad. So, I don't know, one of those. What's the first movie you remember seeing? I would have to say Practical Magic. That's a movie that stuck with me forever. Like, I love that movie with Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock, and it's about witches, and I love that movie so much. And I feel like that's the first movie I've watched. I don't remember. That's the only thing I remember, like, watching and loving and being scared of and, like, loving completely when I was a kid. So, that one. When was your first detention? Oh my god. I used to get detentions all the time because, like, I would either, because at my high school we were not allowed to have, because we wore polos and like slacks or whatever, and then like we couldn't have layers, so all the girls would wear like layers underneath their clothes, so like the polo would be like red and you had like blue pants on, and you would have like a white tank top on, and it would be all layers. So we could never do that, so that's where I got a lot of my detentions for, because I was out of dress code. So I definitely think dress code was my only reason for getting a detention. I never had a roommate. I would never dormed, so that's not really relevant to me. If you had one wish, what would it be? If I had one wish, it would be to go back in time to the beginning of high school and just redo over the entire thing. That would definitely be one of my biggest wishes. What's something you would learn if you had the chance? I would definitely learn to speak multiple languages. I know I could do that right now, but if there was like a snap there, you know, another language, I would want that, because I'd love to speak another language. What were the first lessons you ever took? I took cooking lessons. I can't cook, so they obviously weren't good lessons. So I took cooking lessons. I took swimming lessons. I took art lessons. And I think that's about it. I took math lessons because I was terrible at math. Who was the first person beauty related on YouTube you ever watched? So I would say it would be Purse Buzz, Elisa from Purse Buzz, or Faffinette, Aubrey from Faffinette. I love those two girls when I was like first starting out, so I absolutely love them, and those were the two that I was like, oh my god, like, I love your channel. I want to be a beauty blogger because of your channel. So that's what that is. Those are just the questions from the actual tag. Now I have the questions that my followers asked me on Instagram. And so the first one is, when was your first time wearing makeup? I remember I wore makeup when I was like really, really little, and it was like my sister-in-law actually dressed me up, and I'll try to find a picture and insert it somewhere here, but I'm pretty sure that was the first time I ever wore makeup. My first time making YouTube videos, so this was about 3 years ago. I think my 3-year anniversary just passed. So exciting. So yeah, 3 years ago. What was the first time straightening your hair? My first time straightening my hair was probably in like 7th grade, maybe before. I just vaguely remember straightening my hair every day for school. My hair was so long. So I remember her blow drying my hair. We played hairdresser all the time, so she would blow dry my hair, and that's why it would be super straight. First time having acrylic nails, it was probably in high school. I was really big in acrylic nails back then. What was your first MAC lipstick? So I think my first MAC lipstick was one called Cherish. It was like a nude color. I loved it so much, and I lost it. I have no idea where it went. Someone stole it. I have no idea. I don't know. But it was Cherish. What was your first kiss? My first kiss was in 7th grade. Yeah. My first kiss was in 7th grade. His name was James St. Pierre. If you ever see this video, James, hello. How are you? But yeah, it was 7th grade. He was like my first kiss and stuff. It was weird. That was like my first pop kiss. My first like actual kiss, like a real kiss, was 8th grade with this guy named Eddie. He was cool. He was funny. He was Spanish. Awesome. What was your first high-end lipstick? I don't have like any like super high-end lipsticks. Like my lipsticks are like MAC lipsticks. Maybe an OCC lip tar is kind of high-end. I don't know. I don't have like super crazy high-end lipsticks. Like, what was the first time curling your hair? I used to curl my hair a lot back in high school. I don't really remember when it was. I had a Conair curling iron, and I think it was an inch curling iron, and then I would curl my hair with with a clamp, which I don't do anymore. Like I use the curling wand. I use the wand now, so it's so much easier. But yeah, I used to have those like weird spirally curls. I don't like. What was your first love? So my first love was when I was in high school. I'd have to say like junior year of high school, and that lasted for a while, and then it ended. It sucked. But yeah. That's my first love. What's the first makeup product you ever owned? I'm pretty sure it was a lipstick, so I'm pretty sure it was like a MAC lipstick. What was your first time driving? I first drove, like my brother used to have a go-kart when we used to live in Guyana, so like I drove that for a little bit. Like we would like go to like the track and race. But other than that, like driving a car, I would have to say maybe, I don't know, you know those like times when like your dad would like have you like bring the car around or back out and or like park the car on the road or something like that. It's definitely one of those moments. I really have no idea exactly when, but I know that's what it was for. The first time going to a club. My first time going to a club was like when I was in high school. They had these day jams. I went to like one because I was not a day jam person. Like I would not like skip school to go to a fucking like day jam. Like who does that? Like ratchet people do that. Ratchet people. But I didn't do that. I did that once, and I don't think we even made it into the club. Like we just were like, all right, whatever, this is whack, so I don't want to do it. I think the first time I went to an actual club though was on my prom night. I went to, what club did I go to? I went to the ratchet ass club. So I went to Club Tobago, which is now Juve. Yes, I know, super coolie. What was your first time having Panera? My first time having Panera was actually I want to say last year. So first time buying MAC was definitely when I was younger. I bought that one lipstick I had, but now I'm like a MAC whore, so yeah. Was the first time dealing with negative criticism? So I would have to say back in like 8th grade, like there were some mean people in my school. Like when I was in 8th grade, I was super like fresh and like virgin, like, and like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know okay, stop. What I mean by that is, you know, when you're in 8th grade and like you don't shave your arms, or you don't wax your arms, and your arms are all hairy, your legs are all hairy, you have like a unibrow, you don't do your eyebrows, you have sideburns, you're hairy all over. Like I was that girl. Like I didn't give a shit. Like I didn't care. But then people started making fun of me, and I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. Like people are so mean. So that's when I was living in Florida. But that happened, and then I was like, I need a makeover. So that's what I got, and I mean, I've been dealing with negative criticism, of course, like on YouTube and just like other personal things, but never really for my looks anymore. So that's that. What was the first time realizing your passion for makeup? I think it would be like sophomore year of high school. I realized I was like super passionate about makeup. What was your first time wearing falsies? So it was actually really recently. I've bought falsies before, but I could never put them on, and it sucks. So I would have to say maybe like a month ago. What were your feelings when you were uploading your first video? I was really nervous. I was excited because like I had just gotten my makeup done and I had just done a photo shoot. So I was feeling real confident. I was like, yeah, I look fresh, I'm cool, I could do this, I got you, I got this, I'm so cool. Basically that's what I was thinking. I was such a nerd. But you can go ahead and check out my video on this channel. It was cool. It was like whatever. I thought I looked cute. I don't know. But like my older videos are so funny because like it's so funny to watch them now and see how much I've grown and see how like I used to be so shy in front of the camera and now I'm just like, you're my best friend. Camera. But yeah, so then my next question is first time going to a salon. I think I've been to a salon when I was younger before. To get my hair done or like getting my nails done or something like that. So maybe I would say, I don't know, like 10, 11. I went to a salon before. I mean, everyone goes to a salon early these days. But yeah, so those are all of my first times. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any more questions or anything else you'd like to know, leave it down below and I'll be sure to answer it for you guys. Like you see, I get to these videos like when I have time to. I know I promise you guys and I ask you guys to like tell me things and request things and like it seems as though I never get to them, but I really am. I just have a lot of stuff going on and I have a lot of videos that I want to get up before that are kind of like current videos. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got to know me a little bit better. And yeah, if you have anything else you want to ask me, go ahead and do so down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And definitely go ahead and check out my Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at reesiibabe. Thank you guys. Bye.